Yeah.
Well, those are some amazing numbers, and if you think about numbers, we asked this question yesterday. I don't know that the first 4 games or the 4-game regular season matchup mattered at all. The Warriors won 3 of 4. That's
Yep.
in all fairness. The last one we know the Kings didn't play their most of their guys. The first 3 were played in the first 12 games of the year. But here's some notes. We did some digging on this. The Kings trailed by double digits in every game. The first game, the Kings never had the lead. The last game, the Kings never had the lead. Game 2 of that matchup was interesting. The Kings were up 8, Dave, with 6 minutes to go and still lost by 3. And the third game, the Kings were trailing by 15, but won by 7. In this overall series on the Warriors side of things, Steph, he's been a savage, and he's great against anybody. He was 20 of 40 from 3, but averaged 33 points per game against the Kings with 5 assists. And I know a lot of people go, oh, they're going to put Davion on him. Well, Davion did guard him in those 4 games. So
Yep.
he's a problem no matter who's guarding him.
Honestly, I think for the Kings to win this series, I think they're gonna have to. They just have to. God, this I hate takes like this, but it's how I really feel. They have to play their game. They
Mm-hmm.
they can't get sucked into the Warriors' style of fight, if you will. They just have to forget it's the Warriors.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to, have Fox and Davion and whoever. You're gonna have to switch out and just run with Steph as much as possible. Fight through, go under those screens, do what you can do, and you're gonna have to hope that as the game goes on and as the series goes on, you're just going to have to hope that you're able to tire out some of those older legs on the Warriors. Problem there is that a lot of those older legs, they got to rest a little this year.
Yeah.
That's the problem here, is that they got to rest. Honest to goodness, though, that's what they're going to have to do.
What happened?
Uh,
Are we losing you there, Dave?
am I here?
Yeah, we got you. It's kind of fading in and out for a second.
Oh, oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Are you there?
Yeah, we got you, but it's
Oh,
muffled.
there you go. Hold on.
How about now?
Okay. Well, turn me down real quick, would you?
All right, we'll get you situated there in a second. I want to give one other number from this matchup that I think is intriguing, because I think this is one of the keys to the entirety of this series. Is Andrew Wiggins. In the 3 games that he played, the first 3, he averaged 25 points per game against the Kings on 30 of 54 shooting. He was incredible. But the whole key is, how much of a factor will Andrew Wiggins be? Which version of Andrew Wiggins are the Kings going to see? I think that's one of the keys to this series. We're going to ask more about that, too, to John Dickinson, Warriors Insider, when he joins us at about 9 o'clock here. Dave, do we have you better now?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll keep working on his end and what's going on there. Of course, Dave working from his home office. We are here in our studios, but here are some other numbers too. So besides the Wiggins part of this, again, in the 3 games he played against the Kings in that first 12, he averaged 25 points per game. He was awesome last year in the postseason. And he was an addition that I didn't necessarily love when the Warriors first got him, but last year he was great. He was great in the finals. He was great in the postseason. And he was a big factor. And he's missed so much time since the All-Star break. So what kind of version of Andrew Wiggins are they going to get? Now, on the Kings side of things, here's some numbers to take away from the first 4 games of this matchup. Fox averaged 25 points per game. He only played in 3 against the Warriors. Sabonis in the 3 games, Dave, averaged 21 points and almost 17 rebounds. The one that jumped out to me was ex-Warrior Harrison Barnes. Played all 4 games. He averaged just over 6 points per game. So they got to get a much better version of Harrison Barnes against the Warriors.
Yeah, and it would be great if Harrison Barnes, for example, if you could say, well, he's going to know a lot of these plays. Listen, this league, everyone knows everybody to a point. Everybody has scouts. Everybody has tape after tape after tape. I'm telling you, these guys all week long have been looking at all 10 video, if you will, of tendencies. They know how many miles per game Steph runs, probably what his heart rate is, and what type of gum he chews. That the numbers and the stats and the analytics these guys are going to have are crazy, and there's a place for that. But ultimately, it's just going to come down to matchups, dude, and it's going to come down to, we're going to do a lot of previewing. Here's the thing: if the Kings can make their shots, they're going to win this series.
Yeah.
If they don't, they're not, because they don't have the defense. They don't have the defense to counter them having a terrible game shooting. They got to make their shots. If they do that, they're going to win.
Yeah, and more times than not, and that's what people kind of get to that postseason thought. It's different in the postseason. Defense is paramount, and I think there's some truth to that. But if you can still do what you do best, and more times than not this year, Dave, the Kings did shoot over 50%, did get over 30 assists, did score over 115 points when teams were trying to stop them. Now you're locked in. They're going to find all the angles. But, the same for the Kings. I think we're going to see them be a little bit more efficient defensively, because they're going to try to find their best avenue there. So that's what makes this all very, very exciting. The other question, though, that's out there that we're going to tackle next is, how big of a factor will experience be? That's one area that is clearly in favor of the Warriors. We'll break that down when we come back here on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.